Hey everybody, Mike O'Brien with the Brighton Area Fire Authority. Today we're with Yvonne with Bountiful Harvest, who has been just doing some absolutely wonderful things throughout Livingston County, keeping people fed, helping provide meals, resources, all done with donations and just some great outpouring from the community. Yvonne, how are you doing, and are you getting any rest right now?
I'm doing okay and no. Let's put it this way. Usually by Saturday afternoon when we close the pantry, I go to bed around 1:30 and I wake up Sunday sometime around noon.
Okay, long day.
Okay. That's when I sleep. And but it's been hard, but it has been such a wonderful opportunity to be able to take care of the community and take care of the children. I have a soft spot in my heart for kids and seniors and veterans and just about anything that lives and breathes. It's my goal in life to feed people.
So, you guys, for people who don't know, you are located in that gray building that is behind the Presbyterian Church off of Grand River.
And a blessing to have this building, especially in these times, in this situation. But we have grown so much that we'd been in here like 3 months and we'd already outgrown it. Once people found out we were here and who we were and what we did, we started seeing more and more of the community coming in for help. And it's just been, and then of course, when COVID hit, it just mushroomed all over the place. So we need about 3 times the space we have.
So, Bountiful Harvest, you guys are doing some prepared lunches for kids, correct? And then you're also doing some food, right? Or tell me what you guys are doing.
Yeah, for the children, and we have a little over 700 of the kids who are on the free and reduced lunch program that we're taking care of. And what we do for them is we pack them up 7 breakfasts, 7 lunches per child in the family, fresh fruits and vegetables, snacks, ice cream, the school approved ice cream.
Right.
And we send them off with bread. Great Harvest Bread is baking bread for us every day, and send them home with that. Plus, everybody in their family gets a hot, fresh meal. And today they got pork loin, mashed potatoes, carrots, and puff pastries for dessert.
Okay, so what's the grocery shop? What's that?
Grocery shop, we have several ways they can do that, and we just now created an online shopping form that we're going to be launching now that we know this is going to go on for a while. But right now they can either call, and we have a grocery list of everything we have in the pantry, and the girls go over it with them. They tell us yay or nay what they want, and then we have people volunteers who grocery shop for them, and the next day they can pick their order up.
Wow.
Or if they can't come in, we have drivers and the Let's Bus are delivering food for us. So it's amazing.
So, are there any requirements to go to get the kids' lunches or to get the shopping? You know, we got a lot of people that are unemployed. We got people who are on assistance. Is there anything that they have to do to qualify?
Call us.
That's it.
That's it.
What's the phone?
If they eat, they qualify. And can I get a little? We're not a religious organization, but I get a little bit religious when it comes to feeding people. And I always tell everybody, when God was on the mountain and he had the fishes and the loaves, he didn't say, if you live in this town, you can eat. If you make less than this many stones a week, you can eat. He said, eat. And everybody told us we would get abused.
Mm.
And I am totally amazed. It's been just the opposite.
Wow.
We don't limit their pounds. And people said, oh, you got to limit your pounds or they're going to be taking everything. We normally have to tell them go back and take more because we know about how many pounds it takes per person to last 2 weeks. And they'll come in here and they got a family of 2. They should be taking about 80 pounds of food out of here. And they come out and they got 15. because they're afraid they're taking too much and they don't want to take away from somebody else. So I think it's they're much more conscious of, this is what I really need, not, well, this is all I'm allowed to have.
So most people think of food banks as I made a donation and I emptied out my canned goods and I gave it away in a food drive. But you guys are giving real food, right? I mean, you've got milk, you've got all sorts of stuff.
I'm getting signed up with Prairie Farms to buy milk wholesale from them. We buy from Gilardi Produce. I get fresh produce in here 3 times a week. And I'm talking, when they call on a shopping list, they're going down the list and they get their choice of broccoli, carrots, cauliflower, cucumbers, tomatoes, Idaho potatoes. Want me to go on?
Yeah.
They have a good fresh fruit and vegetable list. And they have almost anything you find in Meijer's, just about you'll find here. The only difference is I don't carry 6-foot shelves of it. I carry 4 facings.
Okay.
So that I've got enough room. And then we have people who stock constantly. While we're shopping, they're stocking to keep us stocked.
So you must have an army of volunteers. Talk to me about your volunteers.
We have I used to say we have 70 volunteers. Now we've probably got closer to 90, maybe 100 volunteers, because when COVID hit, a lot of the schools came out. Scranton PTO put out on their Sign Up Genius, and oh my gosh, it filled within a matter of minutes, the time slots that we had. And we had people come in and say, I'm off work, I need something to do, I'm going to go crazy at home, can I be a driver for you? Can I do pickups for you? And it's just been absolutely wonderful. The volunteers, we are 100% volunteer here. I'm a volunteer. My board's all volunteers. Nobody affiliated with our company gets paid. Okay. So when I tell the community, when you donate money, it goes right back to the community. That's exactly what it does. When we went to build this building, I said, I'm not taking it unless it's rent-free or mortgage-free. And it came mortgage-free. So we have a very minimal amount of utilities that we have to pay, but thanks to a wonderful company, you can't see it, but SES, Strategic Energy System Solutions, donated geothermal unit. So we are heat and cooled is done by geothermal, by the core of the earth. So we've been blessed with a lot of things to make it to where our overhead stays at a very minimum, so the money goes right back into the community, and even when we had to furnish the place, Lake Trust stepped up and furnished it with office furniture, freezers, refrigerators. KSI put the kitchen in for us. I'm telling you, when I tell you Livingston County is an awesome county, I mean it. It is wonderful. I could go on with the list forever.
For your donations, and how's the community rallying or not rallying around you?
I will tell you this, I've seen a few checks coming through that is their stimulus check.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's in fact, I just had another one come in a few minutes ago. That's why I wasn't online as soon as I should have been. It's been absolutely, I'm going to cry. It's been absolutely amazing how the community has stepped up with food donations. Food donations come in daily. I can't tell you all we've gotten in just today. And we had nothing coming in. When my girl came in this morning, she says, what have I got coming in today? And I said, I don't know of a thing. And we got 400 pounds of fruit and vegetables, and we got 320 pounds of milk, all donated.
Wow.
And where it's coming from, too, is amazing me, because a lot's coming from Livingston County. But believe it or not, businesses in Ann Arbor are donating to us. Just to give you some idea here, just in the 6-week period of COVID, in 2019, and I'm going to read this so I don't mess it up. In that 6 weeks in 2019, we put out 27,194 pounds of food.
Okay.
In the same 6 weeks this year, we put out 76,231 pounds.
Wow.
In 2019, we had 478 families sitting down. We had 1,192 families in the same 6 weeks this year.
Unbelievable.
It's tripled. Might as well say it's tripled. And the nice thing about, and our hot meals, last year we put out 831 hot meals. This year we've put out 3,072 meals.
So tell me about you. I mean, obviously feeding people has to be a passion. How did you get into this?
I'll make it as short as I can. When I was young, I was starting out to be a pastor. Okay. And at 16, I was given the sermon in the church and real involved in the church. And at 22, my son died and I blamed God and turned my back on it. And I went all those years. It took me 25 years to go back to the Lord. And when I got back to the Lord, I was still doing my thing. You know, had a big job, making big money, and had all the toys, and, all that kind of good stuff, and living the life, as they say. And finally, when I was about 63, 64, he decided, I've given you long enough, lady. You ain't doing what I want you to do. I got injured at work. They told me I was never going to be able to work again. I had just built a 3,600 square foot home for my retirement home. Okay. Was all set for my retirement. Lost my home, lost my car. Took me long enough to get my Social Security and I had identity theft.
Oh, no.
And they wiped me out. Huh. I didn't check my account for about 2 weeks, and trust me, I'll never do that again. And they got everything. They got every last penny I had, plus the bank I was at was so trusting. They gave them $2,000 I didn't have. So I was within 3 days of being homeless. And that was a real come down. It puts you really in perspective of what life's all about. And I was in a wheelchair, and I was on oxygen and told to get my affairs in order.
Wow.
And I decided, my daughter looked at me and says, Mama, please don't get in that chair. If you get in that chair, you're done. And so I decided to start volunteering. And so I started volunteering, and I had a man took a chance on me with a mobile home, a manufactured home. And I started volunteering, and I got into the food business. And I didn't like what I was seeing. People were being turned away because they made $100 a month too much. They made $50 a month too much. Seniors are being turned away because they made, the worst one I ever had was they made $20 too much a month. What's $20 going to buy you? It doesn't buy your groceries.
No.
And it just, something said to me, says, okay, it's time to do something about it. And I said, I want to start. I went to OLSA and said, I want to start and be one of your satellites and give out boxes of food. Well, that lasted about 2 weeks. And I see people out in the parking lot trading food out of the boxes because one's allergic to peanuts. So they trade the peanut butter for the cereal from the other one, and I said, well, that can't happen. And then some food just went in the garbage. I said, that's definitely not going to happen. And so we started getting more boxes and opening them up and setting them on tables. And the next thing you know, we're in a full-fledged grocery store. Okay. And everything that's happened to Bountiful Harvest since that day, March 2011, has happened. I don't believe in accidents, and I don't believe in coincidences, but none of it came from my brain. It just all of a sudden it was there, and this is what we were supposed to do, so we just did it. You know, somebody asked for clothes for their kids for Christmas. The next thing you know, oh, this church is, oh, we got plenty of clothes. We'll donate them to you. They donate it. Well, then once you start something, you know, you got to keep it up. You know, you can't back out of it. And then we had somebody call us and said, Toys for Tots have 400 toys too many. Would you like them?
Wow.
So the next thing you know, we had a Christmas store.
A labor of love, it sounds like, for you.
Yeah.
You've been able to increase your capacity through donations, food, as well as monetary. You have a small army that's increasing. So what would you say, all right, if somebody says, hey, listen, I want to donate, what's the best way for them to donate? Through your webpage or come in person? What would you like to see?
Honestly, I like to see them. I know right now with COVID, most people are leery about doing that. Okay. And honestly, I'm a hugger. And it's hard for me not giving these people a hug and telling them how wonderful they are, you know, because that's my thing. You know, I'm a touchy-feely person. And, but they can do either. The lady today came, we kept our 6 feet. You know, we gave ourselves a virtual hug. And but it's not the same. It's not the same. And but they can donate on our website. Now our website has 3 set donations, plus it has an other. And if you press the other, you can donate whatever you want. You know, and trust me when I say no donation is too small, and definitely not too big. Okay, but I've had donations to put me to tears because they were only 62 cents.
Wow.
But it's all they had. You know, when it's all somebody has and they give it to you, I don't care how much it is, it means a lot. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he was so proud because he had gotten a job. He was working 1 day a week. He could afford to donate and help buy his groceries. You know, amazing.
Well, Yvonne, you're making a big difference. I can tell you that when we put out on our Facebook page who we should interview, you were the #1 person, believe it or not, that needed multiple people. So I just want to let you know that you're making just a fantastic difference in the lives, not only in Brighton, but in the whole area. And I think you're making such an impact. And I hope you pass our thanks on to you, your staff, volunteers, everybody, because it's truly remarkable that you're in our backyard, and we're so appreciative of everything you're doing. What would be the last thing that you want to share? What is it that you need from the Brighton community? I think we have so many people that are looking to support. You've seen it in so many ways. What would be your ask?
My ask is, because we have no overhead, or basically no overhead, the donation, a monetary donation, is better for us because we can buy. You're going to go out and pay a $1.39 or whatever for a can of green beans, and I can buy a case for $4. So the money goes out farther that way. But if you're going to come, we've had people come in that took their stimulus check and went shopping and brought us cases and cases of mac and cheese, SpaghettiOs, whatever, you know, and that's wonderful too. I would say Livingston County is an awesome county. The people here, Brighton, it's just absolutely amazing how giving, caring, and open-hearted they are. And honestly, I would not tell them, I want you to donate cash or I want you to donate food. I would rather tell them, go with your heart. You know, what do you want to donate? What do you want to give the people?
Yvonne, it's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you. We're going to put notes in this video for people to call you if they need help. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
Please, no limits. If you think you need food, you pick up the phone, you call. Yvonne and her team will get you shopping, get you set up, and that could be hot meals all the way through grocery shopping, right?
Yes. And
And
now we can't let them actually close shop, but if they tell us their size and what they need, our girls will look through the clothes and see what they can find for them.
just absolutely amazing. We need to keep supporting Bountiful Harvest. We'll put a link in the bio. We hope you all stop there. Please donate. You can hear that they're doing magical things. Yvonne, thank you.